Just for a heads up, this video will be separated into 5 sections. Alright, so this is going to be categorized under 5 lists of combos. The first one is going to be categorized under bread and butter IDJ combos, which is basically just the combos that you're going to need to start doing when you want to learn IDJ for the first time. And also, I would advise using stick jump. I know that's very cursed to hear from all you Falcon mains, considering that I know most of you don't use stick jump, but if you use shoulder jump, it's not as consistent as much as a lot of people like to say. Stick jump is way more consistent, and the thing is that you have to stick jump first and then press Y and A after, or X and A, whatever button you use to jump, whether it's Y or X. So I would just try to use stick jump and try to get consistent with it. It's going to be really annoying. It's like learning the character again. You're going to end up IDJ and someone's going to hit you. You're going to be off stage. You're not going to have a jump. It's going to be horrible. But once you get used to it, you're going to know when to use IDJ conservatively and safely. It's the only way to learn, and I would advise doing that because most Falcons say that either IDJ is too hard or it's not consistent at all, and I assume a lot of them are not using stick jump, so I would advise that. So the first one is going to be bread and butters. The second one is going to be advanced IDJ combos. Advanced IDJ combos are basically just going to be the combos that are basically bread and butters, but just added with an extra couple combo starters or an extra couple moves during the end or something. So for those people who basically mastered the bread and butter combos and are thinking to themselves, wait a minute, there's got to be more to this, there's got to be more potential for IDJ, there is, and those advanced IDJ combos are what that's going to be. It'll kill a lot more earlier, or it'll kill at spots where the bread and butters can't. And the other one's going to be professional IDJ combos, which is going to be one of the hardest combos to do. And that category is going to be very specific because a lot of those combos are optimal at top level, believe it or not. In my opinion, it's very, very consistent. It's just very hard to master and very hard to get down consistently, but it is consistent. The last one is Godlike IDJ Combos, which are 2 very specific combos I will list. They are extremely, extremely effective, but they're very, very hard to do. In fact, the most hardest combos to do, which is the reason why I put it under the category of Godlike. And I guess there's a 6th category under Miscellaneous IDJ Combos, which is just one specific combo to keep in mind in case you're ever in this situation. But it's very unoptimal and it's very rare for it to happen, but I will put it at the very end of this list to just let you guys know. It's just a little bit of a fun fact, I guess. So the first one we're going to be focusing on is bread and butter. So let's start with this. The first 3 combo starters you're going to need to remember is single hit in air, side B, and down throw. Those are going to be your 3 combo starters. Alright? Now the first one we're going to do is we're going to start with the one that does the most damage, which is side B. Let's let me put away right here. There it is. Now, since it does the most damage, what we're going to do is, since Mario is right in the middle with weight, what we're going to do is we're going to put him at 30. Now how it works is that if you're going to be doing side B, and for example Mario needs to be at 30 for it to be consistent, what's the move that does the most damage, or the second most damage, which is down throw, and then after it is single hit in air. So you need to use those moves respectively by 5% differences. So for example, let me go to percent real quick. If side B is 30, then you need to put down throw for 35. And then at the very last one, which is single hit in air, which does the least damage, single hit in air is true at 40. So right now we're gonna see if I can show you the first bread and butter, which is side B, which should be 30. And that percent difference should be used around all the characters, no matter what the weight. Thing is that you just have to keep track of the weight. Like for example, if Mario's 30, and if you were to side B someone that's lighter than Mario, for example like Pichu, you can side B Pichu at 25 and it'll be consistent there. And obviously if you're going to be doing on Bowser, which is the heaviest character in the game, side B would be around like 55 or something, 50-55. Huge percent difference because of a huge weight difference. But this first combo right here And I did put DI away. Let me put them in the middle real quick, hold on. I'm gonna be failing a lot because I'm recording through OBS and there's a little bit of a delay, so. Like that. That's your first IDJ combo, the bread and butter. Side B right there. Now that's pretty consistent. It's consistent on any sort of DI on a plat. No matter where they DI, they're just dead. This works on DI away. This also works on DI in as well. And even if they DI in, they'll just end up dying, no matter what. Like this, hold on. No matter if they DI in, they're just gonna end up dying. Pretty sure it also works at 35 as well. But it's only on bad DI. If they DI away, most likely they'll be able to tech on plat or something. Most likely we'll work on 35 as well, but that's very specific. Especially if they bad DI, then they're just completely dead. Like that works too. That's only off bad DI. It could be true off DI away, but I don't think so. I think he flies way too far. Yeah, he flies way too far. The other one is going to be your second most strongest one, which is down throw. And down throw is only off of DI and bad DI. Which when I mean bad DI, I mean no DI at all. And that just straight up kills, because they're gonna end up DIing away at the last second, or if they don't DI, regardless, they're still dead. Especially if they're really close to the ledge. The problem is that it only works on DI in and no DI. DI up and away, I'm very sure it doesn't work. So DI away, up and away, it's a little too far. Yeah, they go way too far. It only works on DI in and no DI, so I'll show you DI in. DI in, it's very easy, and they just pretty much just don't go anywhere. And it's just completely free. Your last bread and butter will be single hit in there. And again, like I said, percentage is a 5. Side B is at 30. Down throws at 35. And single hit in there is at 40. This is with DI in. Oh, my bad, I did back air instead. That's with DI in. So that's just completely free. With DI away, which is the most optimal one, it still works. You just need a little more space to work with. And that's what most top players will go for. There we go, like that. And it will work. It's very consistent. Most 95% of the time, top players will always DI away. They'll just panic and do that. Up and away works as well. I think, in my opinion, that's the very easiest one to do. Some players will do that, but not a lot. It just sets up at a great angle for you to get the knee. And it's the same thing with side B, down throw, and single hit in air. You have to get the hit first. and you have to do the IDJ under them, like this, like that. Because the thing is, if you don't do it under them like this, it's not gonna be true. Because if you do it too early, for example, if I do it like this, and I don't go right under him, it's not gonna be true. Either you're gonna go weak knee, it's gonna miss, you're gonna go too high up. There's a certain hitbox of the up air that either does more damage or does more hit stun. But if you go right under him, because trust me, you'll have time. Go right under him, that just makes it true. So the key is that you have to get the IDJ upper right below the character. Whether you do side B or single hit nair or down throw. And down throw only works, again, like I said, off bad DI, no DI or DIN. You have to get that IDJ upper right under your opponent to make it consistent. See, if I do it like this, it's just not gonna be consistent. But if I do it right under, oh my bad, then it's more consistent. That's pretty much the key to how to do it. And then the last bread and butter, it's basically gonna be side B IDJ knee. Now they did show this combo in Snasen's IDJ combo guide. It just took me a while for me to realize that it was in the video. And I think Mario's is 60. Now this combo is very consistent. It's kind of like down throw IDJ up air, falling up air knee. As in, if you DI away, it's not true. But if you DI in and you know, no DI, it's just true. And it just kills. It's a very consistent kill confirm that I don't see a lot of Falcons doing. I know there's a good number of Falcons that know about it, but they never bother to practice it. Every single time I see someone not DI because they get hit by side B so fast they couldn't react to DI, it just straight up kills. It doesn't work on DI away though, which I'll show right here. Yeah, he has up and away. So for example, if he has no DI, he's just dead right there. He's just dead. He can't air dodge because he's programmed to air dodge. See, he's programmed to air dodge. He's just dead right there. That only works on DIN and no DI at all. Now keep in mind this combo, like the other bread and butters, can be frame perfect. This one is not. You can input it frame perfectly, but it doesn't beat. It's not a frame perfect combo. It doesn't beat against frame 1 options or frame 2 air dodges. Like for example, Diddy Kong's air dodge, Wolf's air dodge, Sonic's air dodge, Sheik's air dodge. It doesn't work against either of those air dodges. It doesn't work against Foresight since Foresight is 2 frames. It only works if they don't DI well. Forgive me, I'm trying to do this on OBS, and OBS has a little bit of a delay. And it just works like that. It just kills. Now, you're wondering, how does it look when someone DIs in? Well, it'll look like this. There it is, like that. You can catch DIN like that, basically. So it only works on DIN and no DI. DIN is going to be the hardest one to catch. Believe it or not, it takes a lot of practice. You'll get used to it once you catch people DIN in, and you can kind of practice it. It's very hard because after the end lag of side B, or the ending animation of side B, it's hard to kind of input IDJ knee frame perfectly, let alone to do it frame perfectly and then DI and then fade in to try to catch DIN. It's a lot easier said than done, but everything takes practice, honestly. But those are basically going to be your 4 bread and butter combos that you might need to focus on if you were to try to do IDJ for the first time. It's something I would recommend every Falcon should do. Okay, so this is going to be advanced IDJ combos. And the first advanced IDJ combos we're going to be talking about is down throw, IDJ up air, fast fall falling up air, knee, which is basically a bread and butter combo, but without the platforms. And remember, this only works with no DI and DIN only, since it's down throw, and it is very consistent. The key is you have to get the toe hitbox, otherwise it won't be true. If you fast fall too much, you'll be able to air dodge. If you get the leg hitbox instead of the toe hitbox, it won't be true. The knee won't be true like that. That was the leg hitbox. If you don't fast fall at the proper timing, if you fast fall too much, you'll be able to air dodge. if you don't fast fall enough, you'll get the leg hitbox, and then you'll just end up making the knee not true. Like that. That is completely true. My bad if it takes a whole bunch of attempts. Trying to do these frame perfect combos on OBS is like playing on Wi-Fi. Like the input delay is just not good at all. So it's annoying. But that's completely true. You can do that. DIN is just completely easier. That was just with no DI. With DIN, sometimes people just DIN for no reason. I don't know why. But it works too. There you go, like that. It works, but the thing is, the problem is that you have to get the toe hit box. Same thing for single hit in air. My bad, that flat was in the way. Remember, you don't want to fast fall too much. See, it's true right there, and that's with DIN. And with no DI, it works as well. I need a little bit more space in DIN. No, I had it. Oh, add it again. Give me a second. Got him. There it is. Yep. So that's how you do it. And side B, I think, in my opinion, is the easiest one, since it works for every DI. Believe it or not. For example, if he did like no DI, which is 30. Let's change it to 30. Oh, my bad. That would be right here. Like that. You see that? That works. With no DI. It works phenomenal with DIN as well. They'll just go straight up. And they won't go anywhere. Again, without plats, you have to get the toe hitbox, otherwise it won't be true. No, I got weakening there, not like this. There it is, like that. That works in DI. In, no DI, and last but not least, DI away. This is the most common one that I always get. Right there. So it works at 25. I'm pretty sure it works at 30, but the thing is that this is with perfect DI away. So I assume with perfect DI away, it only works at 25, because 30 pushes him too far. But if the DI away not perfectly like this, like the mod pack shows, it definitely works at 30, and it's very consistent at 30. Okay, so the next one for the advanced IDJ combos, 2 of them are going to be with and without platforms, and 1 of them will be without platforms. Now this one is going to be basically like a bread and butter, except with extra steps during the beginning. For example, if he's right here, if your opponent is right here, right in this spot, normally the bread and butters I would tell you to get are right here in the middle of the stage. So if everyone knows you're going to try to fish for IDJ combos right here, they're going to try to stay right here, right under his plat, right here, right under this plat. So we have ways to cover that as well once we catch someone right here at certain percent. For example, Mario's at 35. We can basically do the same bread and butter IDJ combo, but except just a little differently. Now this one's going to be single hit in air, falling up air, IDJ up air, falling up air, knee. And that is incredibly consistent. Incredibly consistent. It's a really good combo. Really good combo to do. I don't remember what DI that was, because that was away. Now, for example, if he were to not DI at all, he would technically be onto that platform too. He would just get on that platform. Thing is, you have to kind of push him. With that combo like that? Oh wait, why is he programmed to jump? No clue why he's programmed to jump. Air dodge. Well, he doesn't have jump on here, does he? Oh no, it's right here. Never mind. So you can push him like that. I mean, if I can get it. That's with no DI. Now let me do DI away again, since I guess he was programmed to jump for some reason. Yeah, he's air dodge now. Do DI away. You can still get that. So DI away works too. DI in kind of does work, but just not in this spot, since he'll just try to DI in, which is the very optimal thing for our opponents to do. Because the thing is that I always tell people to DI in so they won't give us this plat. This is the reason why we get kills. This plat right here is the reason why we get kills. And when I tell them to DI in, they end up going right here, so we can't do the knee finisher. However, the only way for us to get a kill off a DI in off that combo is for them to be around the same spot where the previous combos were at. So, right here. Let me save state right here. See, they'll try to DI in to try to not give us that knee, but if you're ready for it, you gotta shove them into the plat and then end up with the knee finisher. It's a little hard, but people will mix up DI and you'll end up getting used to it the more you play against people. Once you start adapting to your IDJ combos. Sometimes they'll DI out at the last minute too. Boom, like that. That's DI in. And then the other IDJ combo is basically the same thing, except instead of single hit nair falling upper, it's gonna be single hit nair into another single hit nair. Works beautifully at 35, 40. Doesn't push him as far since it's not falling upper. This is with DI in. This is with where's DI away? Works really well with DI away. That works well. That works well too. Single hit nair to single hit nair. That's another one. So you can do single hit nair to IDJ upper to falling upper knee, and single hit nair to falling upper. So this. That's basically your combo extensions to increase your distance, so your IDJ combo will end up right here on this plat, whether they DI in or not. It's just a way you use it in neutral, and finding out where you basically win neutral to start up a combo starter. Now on to this one. This one is a very, very odd one. A very odd one. This is without a platform. And I know this is going to sound a little weird, but I think it works around like 20%. And I've done it on many people. I don't remember the DI exactly, but it's a very rare occasion. So this is single hit nair, full nair, basically like a falling nair, into side B, into IDJ upper to falling upper to knee. See, and that kills too. So it's another 10% combo. It's not as hard as the Godlike Combos that kill you at 10% in 0, but this one it's pretty difficult. But I would put it in advanced because the only hard part about this combo, like the one that's super really difficult, is just the timing of the side B. Because you don't want to do it too early, because if you do it too early, then you go under them and whiff it, and then once you whiff side B, you're going to get punished very easily. If you do it too late, he's going to tech in place. Or even if he doesn't tech at all, sometimes the side B will just not work. That move is just way too inconsistent. So that's the other one. And the final advanced IDJ combo is another side B IDJ finisher, but the thing is that what's really odd and very fortunate for us Falcon mains is that this combo is actually 100% true no matter where they DI, which is very, 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 it's very odd. It's a very weird way because side B, that move kind of still confuses me to this day. I can't get that move to work consistently, but for some reason, this is the only way to get it consistently for it to work. It's basically side B IDJ knee, except instead of doing it on the ground where they could easily DI away and make it not true, when you side B someone in the air, what's very odd about side B, the properties on side B, what it causes it to do when we side B someone in the air, no matter where they DI, they still stay in the same spot. The only way to make it not true is to SDI it, which I found out a while ago. But regardless, there's no DI to get out of it. There's no DI to escape it if we frame perfect input this move. So obviously side B IDJ knee worked at 60%. So how much does stomp do? 14. So you can put 10% lower than what side B IDJ knee side B IDJ knee combo works at, but normally you can do it around like 15-ish, but I like to do it around 10. Nothing too crazy, nothing too low where they can freely air dodge out the combo. So what you can do is you can do stomp, side B IDJ knee, but it has to be in the air. I'll show you. Even with DI away, it shows DI away right here. Even with DI away, you can still catch that. And people will try to throw you off, but it still works with DI away and DI in. Right there, and it works right there. What's really odd is that he's DIing in. So I think it has to do with you side being under their hurt box or something. That I'm still looking into. Like side B IDJ knee, but stomp side B IDJ knee is almost a stable one. Like that. See, it's true there, but it launches you at that angle if you do it under their hurt box. It's very, very odd. I need to look into that combo more, but it's kind of consistent. And it just sends them at that angle where IDJ knee is still true, whether they DI in or not. As you can see, it's still programmed in. And if it's no DI at all, just forget about it. It's just completely true if they don't DI at all. Seeing it's just true there, whether they DI in or not. So that's basically all the advanced IDJ combos. See if we can get to the professional ones as well. All right, so for the third group is going to be professional IDJ combos. This is going to be the most lengthy one because I think it has, let me check the list. Yeah, I think it has like 17 different combos you can do. Yeah, so there's 17 different combos, so I'm gonna show you guys. Some of them are pretty similar, but just like one move differences. Some are just completely different, but I'll see if I can show you the first one. It's basically single hit in air, falling up air, IDJ up air, falling up air to another IDJ up air to another falling up air. So basically just a barrage of up airs. I don't think it works at 25, does it? Wow. So it actually works at 25. Look at this. And it's really, really good. You kind of do the same thing with single hit in there, but I think it would be at, let's see, 30% most likely. Technically double jump with just a later timing of an IDJ. Like this is an IDJ, and this is a double jump. And that's true. So you can technically kill at 25 and 30. Basically, you can use the same example, but just in different percents for characters of different weights, and or if they fast fall. But it's really effective. Those are basically the two first ones I'm gonna use. The second one's gonna be, I coined it the dart combo. There's a very specific one I do that I confidently know that no Falcon does. No Falcon knows how to do this combo but me. I'll show you right now. And I'm pretty sure it's at 30%. It's very, very good. Let me put them at 30 real quick. The key is, in this combo, it's basically the same combo, but I prop them in the air with single hit and air. Now that part of the combo is not true against frame 1 options or frame 2 air dodges, like side B, IDJ, and E. It's the same thing. It's not true against that, but it is true against frame 3 air dodges. I'll show you. This works, this combo works, I'll show, right here, I'll show you. That's my favorite combo to do. That's literally my favorite combo to do. I call it the final burst.
Final burst!
Or the dark combo, if you guys want to call it something. And it also works as well with falling up air instead of single hit and air, if they're at 25. And it's super clean, it's super clean. That's just both with DI, no DI at all. And then DI away looks like this. Where is it? Right here. And it works really well. Considering that they're going more horizontally with their DI when they DI away, it's best to just increase it by 5%. But with normal DI, it's fine to do it around like 25, but 30 is your lucky number. Same thing with the dark combo. Show you with DI away. And he's just dead there. You can do the same thing with falling up air DI away. Works as well. And that works too. So it works well with DI away. But the thing is that obviously people will try to DI in if they know that you'll set it up from this far. And by the time you hit the IDJ upper, they have to be at a certain percent. They could be at a very, they need to be at a certain percent. If they are a percent below, they can freely air dodge. Dash is true. And then same thing with flying up air, the DIN. I think that might be 5% lower. I think it might be 5% lower. So single hit and air is 5% more than single hit and air falling up air. That's just true. Especially DIN. So it works with every DI. The thing is that if you're going to be doing the single hit and air, single hit and air, and single hit and air falling up air, dark combo, you're going to need to do it at 30 well, on a weight like Cloud. And then once you find out the percent on other characters, then you can go 5 below with single hit and air, falling up air, and 5 above with single hit and air, single hit and air to single hit and air. And if they DI away perfectly, just keep it on whatever is the highest percent, which is a percent of, you know, this, the single hit and air, falling up air. Because if they're too low, then the IDJ combo will either go over them or they'll be able to air dodge, because their percent is too low. And the other one is down throw, IDJ up air, fast fall, falling single hit and air knee. Obviously only works on, you know, no DI, since it's no DI or DIN, which is from down throw, which is bad DI in general. And I think I've seen Fatality do this since he has used IDJ before. So in case they are too low for the falling up air, the second falling up air to connect, you can do this instead. I think it works at 45. And that's just true. You can do that. You do IDJ, up air, single hit and air to knee. Same thing for side B and single hit and air. It works really well. Side B, I'm pretty sure is 35. Not to be mistaken. another one you can do. Single hit in there, single hit in there. That, another one is single, and then the other version of the, you know, where's the percent? Single hit in there, falling up air. Where's that 40? There it is. So that kills a 40. Single hit in there, falling up air, IDJ upper, single hit in there to knee, and then single hit in there to single hit in there at 45, and it works wonders. In case they're too low, they try to DI down and away, or just they try to hold away at the very last second once they're on the plat, and you can start doing that one. And down throw is the same thing, like I showed you before. You do side B into that combo. You can do single hit in there into that combo. Down throw into that combo, in case they're too low. And then the other two are the ones that show you single hit in there to single hit in there to falling up air to single hit in there knee. And then the other one's single hit in there to falling up air to that. Yeah. So those are basically technically 5 different combos. Now this one is the down throw combo. Only works on, of course, no DI and DIN. This one is down throw, IDJ up air, fast fall, falling, single hit in air to side B to IDJ knee. And then the other 2 combos are the same thing, except, you know, the 2 other combo starters. I'll start off with single hit in air, just single hit in air. So you would need to be at 45. That's just true. So is that combo right there. And that's just true. Key is to get under their hurt box. It's a little difficult, but practice makes, I don't want to say practice makes perfect, but practice makes progress. And then you can do the same thing with a single hit in there, single hit in there. I think that would be that would be 45. Got him right there. So it works there. The key is you got to get the side B under their hurt box, otherwise it won't work. They'll DI away, and it's very weird. So right below their hurt box, and then it's just true. So it works with single in there, falling up air, single in there, single hit in there. It works with single hit in there. And it works with down throw with bad DI, and it works with side B as well. And that's for people who DI away. For up and away and in and no DI, you might as well stick to the bread and butters. But those are basically the other 4 I wanted to show you. Or 5, technically. It includes down throw as well. Because you have to get under their hurt box. If not, the side B IDJ knee will not be true. This one is down air to fast fall, single hit in air to side B to IDJ knee. This combo is technically true, but the thing is that it's only for characters with mega big hurt boxes, believe it or not. And it's just, it's true. It's true. It looks very odd, but believe it or not, it's true. Works on like K-Roll and Bowser, I guess, like big, super big characters with big hurt boxes, basically. And that's just true. Stomp, single hit in air, side B IDJ knee. It's a very specific combo on super heavies with big bodies, or just characters with big hurt boxes in general. Off certain percents, like I would be surprised if we can do this to Rob or Ridley, like that. And it works beautifully. So that's the other one. And obviously, it catches all DI because your side being right under their hurt box. And this next one's a really, really juicy one. I know that Fatality has done these combos before. It basically has to do with IDJ combos, but going under the plat. Now, how this works is that when you're doing the advanced IDJ combos, when you're doing the classic ones where you go like this, what tends to happen is that if you know the up air will connect and you get short hop knee, knowing it won't kill, you can go for an extension that'll actually create a scenario where it would actually end up killing. And how this scenario would work is that you would be doing this combo, which is down throw, IDJ, up air, to fast fall, falling single hit in air, to falling under the plat, falling up air, or if they're DIing away, basically running off the plat, the front plat, falling up air to knee, and it'll look like this. I picked Gannon because he's very afraid of combo. So let me put no DI for an example of down throw. Look at this. And that's just true. With no DI. And that's only for down throw. And down throw is only true with no DI. And DI in, you don't need to worry about DI in. You can do the advanced combos or bread and butters, whatever the hell. Most likely the advanced, considering that he's at 35 and he's at this spot right here. Now, for the single hit air in the side B, it would obviously need to be away. So it would look like this. If he was perfectly DIing away. The problem is if you go under the plat like this, it won't be true because he's DIing away too far. So that's only for people who are going to end up DIing in, like I showed you the example before. However, if they're DIing away, that's just true at 25. You can just kill him at 25 like that if he's DIing away perfectly. And you can do the same thing for, see something real quick. Yeah, away, it would still be away. Because if it's no DI or DIN, you can just do your bread and butters. 35, I think it's single hit air, up air. That, and then 40 is single hit air, which is the other combos you can do. Ah, crap. That's the other one you can do. And with no DI, it's the same thing, you know, down throw, if he doesn't DI it. Like that, and it's just very easy. The thing is that the difference in the combos is if you catch him DIing away, you can set up the combo perfectly, you run off and then do that, and then knee. But if you catch him DIing at the last second, then you go under plat and then knee. But that's all for the professional IDJ combos. Let's see if we can get to the final group, or the final, technically two. I would categorize miscellaneous IDJ combos under Godlike as well. Well, not under Godlike, but I'll put it in the same part of the video, considering that it's just one combo I can easily put at the very, very end, like I said earlier in the video. But I'm going to put that and Godlike combos in the same category to basically show you, because there's only 3 combos left to show you, since professional, this group was just a crap ton of combos and very specific details. So let's see if we can just get to the Godlike and the last miscellaneous combo. Alright, for the final 2 will be Godlike IDJ combos, and I guess one little technical combo that I put as miscellaneous. So let me put Ridley here at 10, because I basically did this in my third combo, well, my fourth combo video, not number 4, but part 3.5 of my combo video. One of them was against the Ridley that I played. It's this combo right here. Oh, my bad. That's just true, and it just kills Ridley. I did that in the latest combo video that I made. And that's one of the Godlike IDJ combos. Very good, very efficient. It works at 10% at characters who are a little heavier, and I know Ridley looks heavy, but he's technically not a heavy character. I don't know where he's at. And I don't know what number exactly his weight is, but he's a lot more light than he looks. I don't know why. It's a horrible design, but let me not sidetrack here. And if you're playing against a heavier character, like for example, if you're gonna do that combo on Kazuya, I would, you know, advise it to be 15, like Kazuya, Terry, Bowser. Bowser, I think, is probably 20, but you could probably do it as well at 15%, but most likely this combo always works at 10%. Little heavier characters around the heavies or the super heavies, it works 15, at the very most 20%. But it's a very, very efficient combo to do. I feel like it's more optimal on Kalos NFD, or not Kalos NFD, Town and City NFD, when Town and City's platforms are gone, when they fly away towards the left and right side. But I feel like since when I do the IDJ upper falling upper knee, they have a chance to take the plat here. But also another thing you can do, you can kind of just, you know, improvise. Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to be there. You can do that instead. I mean, you can just kind of kill him, because the problem is that, you know, when you do the falling upper knee, he's gonna end up taking the plat. You know, you don't want to do that. You know, in case you they start to DIN, like for example, if they DIN, it ends up being free. You know, the DIN, because they don't have a plat to basically tag. Remember, you got to move forward throughout the whole thing. Once you get the IDJ in there, you have to move forward as much as possible. Otherwise, by the time you get that flying up air, it's not gonna be true. See, that's just true. If he's a little closer, he could probably kill. But it probably could be 15. I think it probably kills 15 when they DIN. Oh, wow. Okay, so it does kill at 15. Probably DIA weighs 10. I'll test it out right now, actually. Let me see. Oh, you know what you could do? You can do that instead for DIOA. But that's only on Kalos, though. I guess Ridley's Hurtbox is a little weird. But if I were you guys, I would try to test that combo, because these combos are like pretty consistent, but they're very character dependent. So they are technically like Godlike Combos, but they're just too damn dependent to be used optimally. It's just to kind of sauce people in friendlies if you want. It's just really cool. Probably that Ridley that I did it on, he probably wasn't DIing away perfectly. But it's whatever. See if I can show you that the other combo actually. Well, actually, let me do it on Kalos, because I can do it on Kalos. This one is the it's basically the dark combo, which is Final Burst, the combo from the earlier part of the video, from the professional part. However, this is an improvised version of the dark combo of Final Burst. This is the improvised version. I call it the Blazing Dynamo, which is actually very fitting considering that the addition and this combo both have 8 hits.
Yes! Go! Go! Blazing Dynamo!
Which I named it after Dart's final edition in the Legend Dragoon. If you guys haven't played Legend Dragoon, please play it. Best game ever. Oh wow, that's actually funny. We can actually kill Ridley at 30. So yeah, I guess it is true on Ridley at 30. Again, it's mostly for fast followers and super heavies, which is completely true. Only on plats. You only can do it on plats, unless you're fighting like a fast follower or a heavy character with a frame 1 option or frame 2 option. Because remember, side B IDJ knee is not true against anything below a frame 3 air dodge. So that combo is very consistent, very good. But it's definitely one of the Godlike combos, because it is not easy. That combo is definitely one of the hardest to do. So the classic, 10 to death, or you can do 0 to death with side B into IDJ Nair into the rest. I'll link the IDJ guide to Falcon in case anyone wants to see good examples, or how IDJ works and how to do IDJ consistently, because he basically has a fantastic example and goes into very, very precise details on how to input IDJ perfectly. So if there's anybody who's confused about IDJ, I'll link the video in the description. Okay, and then the last one, which is the Miscellaneous IDJ combo. This is it's mostly a very funny combo. It's like a funny combo. It's just, you won't ever see this unless like a once in a blue moon at the very best. If I do down throw IDJ knee, he's just dead. Yeah, like that. Like down throw IDJ knee is just true to DIN. I just kept trying to do it with 60%, but Ridley's just a lot lighter than he looks. So at 50, I can just kill Ridley with down throw IDJ knee. So that's technically the only Miscellaneous IDJ combo. It's like kind of like, it works and it's frame perfect, but no one's gonna be DIing in on Falcon's down throw, especially at any level of play. Everyone knows that Falcon's down throw is not true when you DI away. So that's just a little fun fact, I guess. Since it's just like down throw IDJ knee is just true. It's just super funny. It just looks super funny when you know, you kill people with it. It just looks funny. And the timing isn't even that easy either, so it's like there's no use to like learning it, but it's cool to like see it, I guess. I don't know. But that's basically everything, honestly. That's everything of the IDJ guide. Alright, so that'll be it for this video. I guess that's all the combos that I found so far. I might find some more later, but if I do, great. If I don't, there's plenty of combos to practice for all you guys. So if anything, I'll let you guys know. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.